How's it going? I'm attempting to make a soft plastic bullfrog, and this is a wooden bait that I made in the past, and it's going to be kind of like this but quite a bit bigger. I just had an idea to make a really big bullfrog, and so I went to Michael's, or you can go to Hobby Lobby. I just happen to have Michael's right down the road, and I bought a few things. I bought some plaster mold. This was like 10 bucks. Got some Vaseline and a couple things of Craft Smart modeling clay. And so I'm gonna start out making the bullfrog out of two of these little things of clay. And then I went to a dollar store and got this little bucket, and that's what I'm gonna use to make a two-part mold. And anyways, I'm gonna start by molding the frog. And I got this little pan at a dollar store. I'm gonna attempt to melt some old plastic lures and see if I can kind of pour them into a mold. I don't know how that's gonna go. It's probably gonna catch on fire or something, but anyways, I'm gonna get started on the frog, and I spent roughly like 20-25 bucks. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're watching some Naked and Afraid XL, and my little helper here helped me to mold this oblong looking bullfrog thing so far. And we only used actually one of these things, not even like about half of one of those, so I can return that one. But anyways, this is it so far. Looks kind of like crap, but we're gonna keep working on it a little bit and get it molded pretty soon. So we tried to salvage this. So, oh my god, it's already getting thick. I'm just gonna literally just throw it in there. I know this isn't the way to do it, but we're gonna see what happens. Ugh. We used like half that bottle of plaster, so it was only 10 bucks, but I don't want to. I mean, I literally don't think we even have enough to make more. So I'm basically gonna just put it in there and just squish it down as hard as I can, and just pray that it turns out decent. All right, so we're making a Red Baron pizza while we're waiting for this mold to dry. And Ann had the best idea I've ever heard. Put bacon on a pizza. Marlon, this sounds like a good idea, right? Shake on it. Shake on it. Alright. Alright, so originally we were thinking about melting a bunch of soft plastics in this little pan here in the oven. And I just don't think it's going to work that great. And we watched a couple of YouTube videos of some guy that kind of has tried it before. So basically we're going to take a bunch of old soft plastics and cut them up into small pieces into a Pyrex bowl. And I have a whole bag of Lake Fork lures, and they got the green pumpkin look, kind of like froggy looking. We're going to use a whole bag of these, and then just a few random lures that, you know, that I've used in the past. They've all been used. They're kind of torn up. So we're going to cut them up into small pieces, stuff them in here, and see what happens. For the kind of we're gonna keep doing this until it melts. So we're at about 15 seconds. Take it out and stir it up with a little metal straw. Alright, so it's been about a little over a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and it's starting to look really good. It's starting to look nice and melted.
Should we put more 15 minutes?
Yeah.
15 seconds?
Yeah, or like 30 maybe. Oh, don't worry about that straw. We can throw it away when it's done. Or once it hardens up, we can take it off. Maybe wait till like 10 seconds left. And I got gloves, so I'll grab it out. Alright.
Okay, it's ready.
Let's do like 10 more. Yeah, get all that off the sides. And let's do like, yeah, that's good. Let's go. You get the door? The top one's locked. All right, so we got the mold picked out. There's the old frog. Let's turn on the light.
You want me to hold a phone?
Yeah, if you can. Awesome, that was just enough. Perfect. That was almost not enough. Here, can I see that straw? Actually, let me around and get the rest of it. That was like just enough. I'm gonna go heat this up a little bit more and just add it on top, you know what I mean? Cool. So here's the completed frog. We did already take it out and kind of cut it out. A giant bullfrog. Does it look pretty tasty for a big bass? It's like catch a 10-pound bass on that all day. We got some a little crack in there, but we can reuse it. I'll just have to like add some plaster to that or something. But we filled up a sink and we're gonna see how it kind of, if it sinks or floats or what it does. Ooh, it sinks real quick. Look at that gold fleck on there. Oh, it's a big bullfrog, so I'm gonna throw it on the bank and just jump it off like. I'm gonna have to use a big like 5/0, 6/0 hook on there. But it turned out good. I'm gonna make like maybe 4 or 5 more, even though it took like 50 lures just to make one of these. There she is. You happy with it?
Yep.
So I already got one in the fridge with kind of a green color like this one. My first one, oh, where'd it go? First one was a real dark green. I got another one cooking up here. It's like a, let's see, kind of a watermelon red with a bunch of gold fleck that I added to it. And now I'm gonna try to make a really light colored pumpkin seed. So I have some culprit little stick baits, finesse things, little zoom crawfish, and a couple of lizards. I don't really have enough of this color, so I might have to buy some more. But and pumpkin seed, but I'm just kind of looking through my stuff. I got a bunch of saltwater colors. I got some iguanas here in the watermelon red. I can make probably one just out of that bag alone. I got some cool saltwater colors to try too. But here's a good green one I can use. I don't want to mix the green with the brown because I want to make a really light color. You know, if you add a little bit of green, it just all kind of seeps through pretty quickly. So maybe I'll add something like this. I mean, it's a good saltwater lure. I don't want to really waste it, but oh well, it's gonna be kind of worth it. I did a pretty poor job on the mold, so this, you know, this is how it comes out. This is the most recent one. It's pretty dirty right now. I gotta clean it off and take some little scissors and cut around the edges to get it, you know, as good as I can. But I just want to salvage this mold and make as many bullfrogs as I can. And anyways, I'll show a finished product of this one, my first one, and the new brown one coming up. And I might make like some wacky color, but I'll try to get them in the sunlight to get some good footage before the sun goes down. Color. Here we go. Pull the camera up so you can see this. No, I want to be careful. It's so hot. There it goes, filling it up nicely. That was just about enough. Maybe a little bit extra actually. Yeah. Oops. Okay, that's a little bit overflowed, but I want to make sure the legs are full. You can always cut off the extra, but check out the color of that. So cool. I can use that on the next one. Kind of mix it in, but I'm gonna let this steam go out a little bit, and then I'll place turn on the fan. Okay, so here are my 3 finished frogs so far. I'm probably gonna make a few more. The color didn't show up, I mean, it doesn't show up too good. It's not very sunny, but you can see all the different colors of fleck. And when it gets wet, it's gonna get a lot more colorful. But this one here, it got all bubbly on the bottom because I guess I cooked the last batch of plastic a little too long. But it's a light brown color. This one's a little bit darker. See how much red fleck is in there? It's gonna hopefully work pretty good. And this is my original. And I have a like a 5/0 hook about with one of those springs that you can tie in. And I had a weight on it, but I cut it off because you really don't need it. And pretty big hook there. I'm gonna have to go up a size. I'm gonna have to run by Academy or something pretty soon here. But this is just for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna cast it in the pool here, and I don't have an assistant to record this part, and it's already getting dark, so I'll do my best. But I am gonna use my twin brother's invention here, the rodless reel. And it's pretty cool, little micro fishing reel, so nobody's gonna know that I'm actually fishing when I'm casting this in here. But it's just gonna give me an idea of how it does in the water. And I'm gonna start out trying this green one out. And it looks like a big bullfrog, you know. I'm pretty positive that I can catch a big bass on it. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna set the camera up on here to kind of see it, and I'll cast it towards those little pillars there and kind of see how fast it sinks and so forth, and just pop it around a little bit just to get a little bit of footage. But if you want to see my upcoming video, stay tuned. Subscribe if you'd like. I'm gonna post a fishing video with these bullfrogs pretty soon, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a mold for some smaller frogs too, some little leopard frogs. So stay tuned to for that one. I'm gonna make a separate video maybe tonight, and then hopefully this weekend I'll get a chance to hit one of my favorite lakes or ponds or streams or creeks or something. But anyways, let's go ahead and give it a cast and see what it does. Looks like it sinks pretty quick, but it actually floats a little better than I thought. When you give it a pop, it kind of pops around. I don't know how good you can see this, but I'll give it another cast. I actually need to probably take this weight off. I don't even know, I forgot that was on there, but this is just to get an idea. So even with that weight, it sinks pretty slow for a big giant lure like that. And anyways, I'll get it right in front of us, and you can kind of see. I'm just gonna pop it right here, just with my hand a little bit. Looks like one little pop throws that bullfrog around pretty good. So it looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and try one of the lighter colors, the pumpkin seed, to see how it looks. All right, so here's that one. I'm gonna go ahead and try to give it a little cast. This one sinks a lot slower, I guess because of the plastic that I used is a little bit different, but you're gonna have to fast retrieve that. I'm gonna use probably like a 7-foot heavy action rod with like a Calcutta or some type of big reel like that. But anyways, you can see it actually looks pretty good. Of course, those fat legs don't have much action, but if you pop that off the side, it should look pretty good. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully you can make some of yourself. You know, it's very easy. And anyways, I'll be posting a few more videos pretty soon, so stay tuned. Thanks.